we're dealing with Gemini, the third house, right? And we know that the third house deals with expression, the way you express yourself. You know what I mean? It deals with communication and things like that, so forth on. But Gemini has Mercury in it, so it deals with speed, communication, and higher thoughts. You know what I mean? So we speak to those who are the Gemini who has the number 3 in their birthday chart, are born on the 3rd, or their attitude number 3, or their life path number 3. This relate to you. You know what I mean? We all have a 3-number digit code through our birthday, which is our attitude number, our soul number, and our life path. Everyone. And so the month you're born in, this is the Gemini energy. This is the 3rd house. But any number 3s have the same energy, or those who born on the 12th, the 21st, the 30th, or the 39th. You know what I mean? They have the same type of energy. Okay. You are very creative, because this deals with leadership. 3s always deal with leadership, so this is the Gemini spirit. And so you're ambitious, you're a leader, you're a free spirit, you love to give, you're very kind. You know what I mean? You love to express yourself, you love to talk, you love to socialize, you know what I mean? You love to kick it, you're a creative artist, you're a hard worker, you get things done. You know what I mean? Fast, you're cheerful, and you're very like musical, and this is positive vibration as a Gemini. So as a Gemini, you have this spirit, unless you got other numbers that knock this out the box. You know what I mean? So how you do it, you say I'm a Gemini, but you got 3 other numbers. You just put a little bit of traits of the Gemini, and then you put all the traits of the numbers. And this is how you get your whole identification. And so with this being said, you definitely got Pisces in the number 3. Pisces, Neptune, and Jupiter. So you got Pisces and Sagittarius as the number 3 too. So that being said, you got Jupiter, Neptune, and Mercury. These are powerful planet about knowledge. Jupiter about expansion and all about knowledge and wisdom. And Neptune is spiritual and psychic and imaginative. So you know the Pisces. I mean the Gemini and Pisces and Sagittarius vibration. But we speaking of the Gemini. Gemini have all this ability. The only thing that would stop it is other numbers in the chart that will intertwine with it. It won't stop your ability, but it's up to you how you use the energy, right? So as a Gemini, this gives you a useful, a very young-like spirit. You know what I mean? And since you got all the speed and all the vibration, it can be very deceiving, very trickery. And so that's why a lot of Geminis seem to be like they deceiving, because they seem to know things that people don't understand. They know quickly, you know what I mean? And they can break down and decipher anything. So when you speak to the Gemini spirit, it's like, wow, see what I'm saying? And so that's why they're so fast, they're so accurate, they're all about communication, but they got a good talk game, they can deceive you. So with that being said, but on the positive side, the good side, they balance, they are some of the best, if not the best. And this also deals with the number 3. They're very entertaining. That's what number 3 is, entertaining. Geminis are entertaining. They got a young spirit, like they forever stay young. They're stimulating, and they like to inspire you. You know what I mean? They like to see you do good, inspire you, and you know. And they're very intuitive, highly psychic. They got the psychic abilities. They got Neptune, they got Jupiter. Expansion of it. If they tune into themselves and continue to study, a Gemini could be able to, you know, be very psychic. And so they got Neptune, they got a Jupiter, and they got Mercury. And Mercury will speed up the vibration. Jupiter would expand it. And Neptune is already psychic itself, probably the most psychic other than the moon itself. So that being said, and this is an air sign. So that being said, you got Neptune, which is water, right? And Jupiter, which is supposed to be fire, and water, or fire. Yeah, so with it being said, and you got Gemini, which is air. And so here you have it. Air, fire, water, all around the border. And so they are very restless like, you know what I mean? They quick to get bored. And so they got to have something to do. They do multitasks. I'm talking about the number 3s too, not only Gemini, but the number 3s like this too. And they got a broad mind where they like information. They love information. They love knowledge. They got the Jupiter in them, so they like to study. They like to learn and stuff like that. And so they're very charming. Yes, they're very charming. Very charming. And so, and they can adapt anywhere. So Geminis can adapt anywhere, and the number 3s can adapt anywhere. You know what I mean? Because you got to understand that Geminis are adaptable. You know what I mean? And Sagittarius is adaptable. And who else is adaptable? Pisces. This is adaptable number all around. So that being said, They can adapt to anything, and they could be like chameleons. You know what I mean? Fit in any environment. You know what I mean? And so they got a good talk game. So these are some of the best people on the good side, and they can be very agreeable with you, even though they understand your nature. They might don't agree with you, but they can get along with you good, because they can adapt. So with it being said, they deal with the mystical. They like secrets. They like to have fun all around action. They like to explore. They like the venture side. And they can be the wild spirit, because they got all this energy just flowing. So they can think quick, walk quick. You know what I mean? If they don't think quick, they're doing something that's quick. Or talking quick. You know what I mean? Also, they're all about expansion and growth. So a business, they be good at that. They got so many ideas, they can expand it. But on the downside, they can be quickly bored, like I say, and restless. And they can be non-committed to something. And you can't trust them. That's on the downside. And so this is what you got to look out for. And so we talking about those who are born on the 3rd of any month, the 12th of any month, the 21st of any month, and the 30th of any month, and so forth. And also like who have the life path number 39, like that, and 48 and 50, 57 like that, which is also 3. All you do, I'm gonna show you again. I probably didn't do that for the number 2, but you listen to this video as I go on. So. All you got to do, number 3, is the energy itself. It got Pluto. I mean, not Pluto. It got Neptune. It got See, I'm talking fast now. It got Neptune. It got Jupiter, and it got Mercury. But if you're born on the 12th, you got other extra stuff. You got the Sun, and you got the Moon with you too. So with that being said, you just add a little bit of them on, just a little bit. You add more leadership on. You add more Moon, more psychic. So that being said, if you're born on the 12th. This even amplify your energy. So when you talk about so these people definitely be the wild spirit. And so we talking about those who born on the 21st, the same thing. Those who born on the 30th, the only thing you add on is Pluto, which is Scorpio spirit. You know what I mean? So these could be the very sexual ones. You know what I mean? Very sexual ones. You know what I mean? So this being said, because it was Scorpios deal with sex. But they also add more force on, because the God force, and give more intuition. This is how it works. The downside, the number 3s can also, and Geminis can be fake, superficial. You know what I mean? And bragging about this, bragging about that, and very wasteful. And it can be unreliable and jealous type. So you got to watch out. Gemini is the 3rd house, right? And so this being said, this is the house of the energy. You know what I mean? So the number 3, as we know. What you see, number 3, you think of the solar plex chakra, you know what I mean, the sun chakra. So let's do this in order. So your occupation will be something like, because you deal with ambitions and you deal with creativity and natural leader, and so you'll be an artist, a great actor, a great poet, a great comedian, a writer, anything that deal with the garden, any type of performing. I don't care what it is, performing of any kind. You're a good performer. A good comedian, and those like to joke and clown around a lot. And you make a good club owner. You like to have fun. You like to party, because this is a fun vibration. So you like to do funful things. You like to do things. And so you can be anything that deal with that. Anything like taking photos. You know what I'm saying? You into some of everything. But on a fun level, if it's not fun, you ain't going to be into it like that as a Gemini. Or the number 3s. People, and the number 3 could be your attitude number. This could be the way you act, the way you carry yourself, or it could be your soul number, what you got within you. This is all your gifts and your talents, because your soul numbers, your gifts, your talents have the most impact out of all the numbers, out of all 3 numbers. Or this could be your life path, the most important number. But you got to understand that the soul number is most likely to influence your life path number. Your attitude number is what you appear to be and how you act. You know what I mean? So the personality that everybody see. And so we talking about your health problem be you deal with your emotions. You could be very sensitive and over emotional, because you definitely got Neptune in you. You be very snappish, you know what I mean, and mood swings and stuff like that. Because you know what I'm saying, a Gemini, some people appear to be two-faced, right? And so also problems that deal with your skin, your feet problems and stuff like that. It's also part of your vibration. So understand that, and your mates is people who are like Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. Any of these could be your mates, and also those who born on 3rd, the 6th, the 12th, you know what I mean? Or the sevens, you know what I mean? Because the number threes, sevens is also Neptune. So with that being said, understand your vibration, understand your energy, understand the vibes. And also the number fives. So with it being said, fives definitely identify with number three the most. Because fives deal with Mercury. You know what I mean? Because number five definitely the vibration of Mercury. And fives are the wild child just like the number threes. That's why they can identify a lot with each other. And so watch out. So your psychic gifts, you can be a clairvoyance, where you can see things and know the objects and know the meaning of things. And so Mercury gives you the ability to be clear hearing or clear audience. Not only just hearing from the ancestors or from spirits, but also understanding like what you hear, like through music. When a person speaks, you understand what you hear, like that. See what I'm saying? And so not only just seeing visions, psychic visions, but also seeing also seeing the big picture. See what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that it always ain't just one way when they talk about clairvoyance and all that psychic ability. And so also, you know, you got Neptune and Jupiter give you expansion of knowledge. So you love information, it expands everything. And so this is what helps expand you. This is what makes you want to learn. This was the old wisdom, like the old soul, Jupiter. It's expansion. You know what I'm saying? And it's a positive vibration. This will keep you positive and up. And so these are your psychic gifts. So it's for you to channel your energy. And you also can do medium type of stuff where you can, spirits can talk through you. You know what I mean? Like the ancestors can talk through you. And so this is a Gemini spirit. As the number three, your mates will be people who are born in Pisces month, like March, those who are born as a Sagittarius, and those who born in June, and also those who can relate to you. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what I mean by relate, I mean numbers like the number 5, like maybe the Virgo, but most likely it's another Gemini. I mean, stuff like that. Like some sevens can relate to you, so you might could deal with maybe a Libra or something like that. See what I'm saying? Your colors is purple. You know what I mean? Your colors is purple, blue. You know what I mean? Purple, blue, as we know. You know what I mean? And navy blue. All the higher self colors and spiritual colors. I mean, communication colors. So you got the throat chakra, you got the sixth sense, and you got the number 7, which is Neptune. So with it being said, you got all the chakras. So this is how this works. And your sexual peak is that you about whatever. You adapt to whatever, and your mind being out front more than anybody. Number 3 type people, just like the Geminis are the type who be out in front more than anybody and take a leadership. Especially the Sagittarius. That's, you know what I mean. You're the type who don't mind being in front, being a performer, no matter what it is. You might get butt naked in front of the world. This just how much you like to be in the front, more than any other numbers. You know what I mean? And so anything, you're very fun lover. So a person around you, they're gonna have some fun. It don't matter what. You're you stay on the go. You explore, just like number 5. You're adventurous. You like to do things. You like to experience things. So just like the child. You know what I mean? The number 3, Jupiter. You the Gemini. You know what I mean? This your frequency. You know what I mean? So with this being said, slow down and balance yourself out. Visualization for you would be sort of like visualize that you're growing your business, that you're growing your spiritual family, that you're growing your love, that you're growing your fortune, and you're having fun, and you enjoy life, and you're happy. This visualization for you, and for you to think positive. Visualize you doing things that's positive and getting big results done. Because number 3 is all about big results due to Jupiter. So Gemini, this will give you the spirit. See what I'm saying? And so your goal is deal with success in anything, and leadership in anything. And so you like to inspire people. Your thing is to inspire people, uplift them through the knowledge and the spiritual realm, extraterritorial realm. And so you're definitely an empath, so you must embrace that and always lead from your heart. This is how you win. See what I'm saying? And your spiritual abilities is your strong intuition and your clairvoyant psychic ability, so don't ignore it. So Your Netaru's is Aset, Asar, Haru, and many more. Because the Trinity definitely indeed, and many more. You know what I mean? So it's up to you how you use it. I'm just giving you an example of something. Numerology 4. If your number is 4 or the 4th house, you're talking about the fourth house. If you're a Cancer, then it's definitely your vibration. And so we're talking about the 4th house, which is Cancer, the number 4. And so the Cancer is all about home, all about comfort, the nurturing spirit, the mother of all the zodiacs. And it deals with the number 4, where many foundations been set due to the number 4. And this is what the European elites use against us. And like 13 colonies. Everything you see 13s and 4s. See what I'm saying? It means they set the foundation. So it mean so we talking the earthly plane. 4 represents the earthly plane in general. But we talking about the 4th house, which is Cancer. You also has the Aquarius traits, because Aquarius represents the number 4 in numerology, which is Uranus and Saturn. And Uranus represents the higher mind, and Sagittarius represents the earthly plane, Saturn. And this is what number 4 governs. So we got Cancer, the moon in that, and so you got the moon, you got Uranus, and you got Aries, because the 4th month. So Aries in there, and so you got Mars, Uranus, Saturn, and the moon. Wow, that's very powerful. It's very forceful. Know what I mean? Very forceful vibration. And so as number 4, you have all the elements. You have the moon, which is water, right? So as a Cancer, you have the moon, which is water, because the moon governs Cancer, right? But you also have the Aquarius, which is Uranus, which is the higher mind, higher thoughts, higher visions, visionary. And also you got Saturn, which is in Aries and Capricorn. And so Capricorn also deals with Saturn. So with this being said, so since you got that's the earthly, you got earth, you got water, earth, and air so far. And when you add the Aries on the 4th month, you got fire. You got all the elements, all 4 elements. This is what they didn't teach you. And then you got mostly cardinal signs that rule this. So this show you how powerful and forceful you are. Before all represents the foundation, the home. And so as a Cancer, it's all about you feeling comfortable. You're very careful. You don't. It's how you feel. I feel like as a Cancer, it's I feel this ain't right. And you're very protective of your family. You're all about the roots. You're all about the culture. It's all about your family tree, your roots. You're very protective of your tribe, of your family, of your roots. And so you fight for it. And so you're very brave. But you got many moves. Your moves switch. You can be rebellious with the Aquarius and the fighter, the strong. See what I'm saying? And so you got the Capricorn spirit, the earthly where you can make this money, big money, get it, which is Saturn. And you also got the Aries, the fire within you. You know what I mean? Which give you the determination, the drive that you have as a Cancer. And so also natural leadership ability. But your leadership ability, since you're the moon, which would be the ruler of all these other aspects, you know, you have all these other aspects in you, you'll be the psychic ability, because the moon is the mother. You know how powerful the mother is? I don't know a person on this place that don't honor the mother. So you know how powerful a Cancer is. Some say a mama bear, that they call a Cancer. Well, the reason why they say bear, because you know bears ain't no joke. They take care of theirs, right? They protect them, right? And they bear, which means big, right? Right? So with that being said, now you understand the nurturing spirit of a Cancer. In the 4th house, it's all about the home. You know what I mean? So you like to do things at your home. You like to fix up your home. Also not home materially, but the home within yourself. Like your inner world. It's all about your inner world. So you mostly identify with your inner world, but you also like to be comfortable. Wherever you're comfortable at, you make it your home. Wherever you're comfortable at, you make it your home. You like the public, you like recognition, but at the end of the day, you're going right back home to rest. And so you rest your psychic mind, meditation. And so internal is definitely you, and it's the female energy, but you're so caring, you're so loyal. You know what I mean? You got all this loyal in you. And so this is, wow, magical. The Cancers is psychic, telepathic. They're all about family history, and they got a good memory where they can remember. And they like to go back in the past, but a lot of times the Cancer like to bring up the past to teach you from their past. You would think that they living in their past. They could, some of them, but a lot of them like to teach you from their past. And so as the number 4 is in your chart, or you got Cancer in your chart, this is what you represent. You know what I mean? So it's all about balance for you because you got all the elements. You're stable. So 4 is a stable vibration. And so we're talking about keen insight because Aquarius would be the most highly intelligent people there is. So you're highly intelligent as a Cancer. You know what I mean? So the fire, you already know the Superman and Superwoman in the Aries. So you got the superpowers. But you most likely have it under control because you're a Cancer, the moon, with these elements. And so with this being said, the Sagittarius is the money go-getter. And so you can bring that out anytime you choose. The business aspects, you got that. And so you've got the communication game and all that. So you all about peace and harmony because you represent the Cancer represents the moon, right? The peace, the harmony. You know what I'm saying? The love, all of that there. And so it's all about you making sure that everybody is comfortable. Everybody is in peace. Everybody is in love and spirit. But on your downside, you be the most dangerous person there is because you're very snappish. You hold in a lot. And so as a number 4, if you got number 4 in your birthday chart, the number 13, the master number 22 is a higher version. I'm going to get to that. And so, but the master number 22 has this too. And so, or if you're born on 31st, this is your vibration that I'm speaking of any month. If you got these numbers as your attitude number, these numbers as your soul number, or these numbers as your life path number, this is you. So everybody got a 3-digit code other than their zodiac sign. We're talking about numerology. Numerology is a 3-digit code. Your attitude number, the day you were born on, your birth number, your soul number, which had the most impact, and your life path, which is the most important number, which governs your whole being. And so with this being said, you know what I mean? You got a good memory. You're a very compassionate person, and you're very kind as a Cancer. 4th house, you know what I mean? And you're sensitive to people need. You understand people quick. You can read people like a book. One of the most psychic, because you probably is the most psychic. You know what I'm saying? Because people take you as a Cancer lightly, but you shouldn't be taken like that because you understand people. You understand the human nature. You like to help people. You like to serve people. You know what I mean? This is where you shine and you do good. Because you got a nurturing spirit. You're concerned about this. You're concerned about that. As long as you don't worry too much, you'll be good as a Cancer. You know what I mean? As long as you don't be crabby or too moody and too easily hurt, as long as you be able to control your powerful moon emotions, you're good. Because the moon is probably the most powerful force other than the sun. Because the sun is the whole soul, right? So, with this being said, as the number 4, you set the foundation for anything. Anywhere you go. You have the powers to set a foundation to start out other countries, you know what I'm saying, build homes in a new land. But as long as you're comfortable in it, you got to feel good in it. Because if you don't feel the vibration, you can feel energy. You can walk around and say, I feel this person ain't right. I feel that person ain't right. You can read a person so good that, they can't even deceive you as a Cancer, moon energy. And so when they think they mess with a free pick, they got the wrong one. You know what I mean? Because you deal with emotions of all kinds. Like your emotions change. You might be happy. You might be sad. You might be calm. The next minute, you know what I mean? You might be the one who researching and your mood always changes. Different moods. Different. It depends on your mood. This is what you live by as a Cancer. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like working, it's a lot of times you're not going to work. But if you can balance yourself out and control yourself, you will. You know what I mean? You will win. And so you're very sharp, keen-minded, and highly intuitive. So you got a great sixth sense. You know what I mean? So with this being said, you got to understand that number 4, you think of the heart chakra. The heart chakra represents what? Venus, right? But, so that means you got a little Venus in you too, but the heart chakra is empathic. They are empaths. Emotional intelligence, which means that you're a psychic empath where you can read people's energy and their vibes. Through their face expression, the way they move, the way they act. You can tell what a person, you can tell how a person feeling. Because they blink their eyes. They do that wrong. You can understand the energy. You understand people highly more than anyone. But the question is, what you probably will probably get other people off because they don't understand you. Because to some people you might appear to be weird. And it's also how the number 4s is too. That I mean, with Aquarius spirit, you might appear to be weird. But you're not. You know what I mean? It's just that you're highly intelligent. You're a genius naturally, where you're on a higher frequency than most people as a Cancer. So people don't understand like you understand. But you have to open yourself up to be able to be like this. You know what I mean? You got the energy already. You just got to stay doing the right thing. You open up all these chakras and get this knowledge. And also, do what you're supposed to do. Feel life. Feel. And learn about feelings. Well, learn about what you feel. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Cancer also deal with business and money. You know what I'm saying? In response to the public need, it deal with comfort. They deal with food. They deal with receiving information from a higher source, from the universal source. And so the nighttime is best definitely with the Cancer vibration. Like the number 3, anytime is good with the number 3. See what I'm saying? Anytime. Day or night, both. But number 4 mostly with the night. You know what I mean? Because you deal with the house, you deal with the night. Make you a hard worker, determined, down to earth, very honest, and very loyal. Because loyalty is definitely your number 1 card. Just make you steady. And you have a love for details, you know what I mean? Love to study, love this knowledge. But on the downside, you can be very violent, moody, cruel, harsh, destructive, and slow to make a decision. You can be brutal. And this Cancer and number 4's vibration. If you are a Cancer, you have number 4s in your chart. You know what I mean? Because if you have number 4s, you can relate to a Cancer. You can relate to Aquarius. You could relate to, some of you could relate to an Aries. You know what I mean? But most likely you can relate to Aquarius and a Cancer, definitely. You know what I mean? So this being said, you know what I mean? And you might also can relate to a Capricorn. So with this being said, you can be a TV or radio personality. You can be an expert in anything because this is a number of mastery. And as a Cancer spirit, you are about a foundation, so you're a solid individual. Deal with a solid, you got all the elements within you, like you the body, but you got all the elements within yourself. You got the spiritual, you got the mind. And so if you don't balance it out, where you can be able to utilize everything, this is where you will fail. But you could be a computer expert, electrician, a person who into the occult or deal with magic, a person who's a psychic who read people, astrologer, numerologist, and you have psychic ability as a person who can feel the energy, like you could touch objects and stuff like that, right? And you can know the meaning of objects and places and things. You also got psychic empath ability. And so as a Cancer, you have all abilities because you also got, you can imagine things, so you got clairvoyance abilities. And so as the number 4s and Cancer, this is your ability, see what I'm saying? And so you could be the person who do tarot card and do anything with tarot reading and things like that, in that nature. You also could be an accountant, a bricklayer, a printer, a factory worker, a plumber, a janitor, an architect, a mechanic, a farmer, a bricklayer, a factory worker, an engineer, or a mason, like a brick mason, that thing. Or you could dive into the science, metaphysics. All of that is part of you. I mean, because you like to solve problems. You make a good problem solver. So your health is like your diseases and your illness come in an odd way. Like all of a sudden you might just have a disease you don't even know where it came from, how you had it. And so you know, you might have a lot of mood swings. And so on the downside you can have suicidal tendencies. So watch out for that. And very a behavior where you make a lot of errors and mistakes. And so things happen unexpected, because you got to understand the number 4s and Cancers, like the 4th house, they deal with the home. You know what I mean? So you definitely a creative genius, a genius of all kind. You know what I mean? You can be revolutionary, but you deal with experiment. You like to experiment, and you can be a game changer, because you can bring new ideas to the world as a Cancer, or as Aquarius spirit, that what you got in you as a Cancer. And so you can appear to be weird to some you might be an outcast to, or you can be too blunt to people. You know what I mean? But if you feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean, you can be unpredictable because of your moves. But other than that, and you can be a loner and single-minded. But as long as you're in tune with yourself, you know what I mean, you can be straight with everyone. Because you the type, you might feel some type of way and get to yourself and don't want to tell nobody what you're going through and stay isolated from your family and friends and stuff like that. But the good thing about you, why it's best to have you in people's life, because you're loyal. You're going to be there to the end. And that's the Cancer spirit and the number 4 vibration. They're loyal and you're brave. You know what I mean? Y'all some of the best people in the world. You good. You like to organize things. You deal with organizing structure. You like to be neat, clean. This is what you deal with. Clean, neat. Wow. Number 4, you set the foundation, the home life. 4 is the number of manifestation, which means whatever you visualize, you can manifest. So whatever you visualize, you can manifest. And so the month of a Cancer will be good for you, like July. You know what I mean? The February will be good for you. Things like that. Or, better yet, it might be the odd months, like January, March, May. You know what I'm saying? Different months. You know what I mean? But anyway, your mates is those who are born on the 4th. Definitely. It could be those who are born on the 2nd. You know what I mean? On the 2nd, the 4th. Definitely. And it could be those who are born on the 7th. And so when I speak of the 2, the 4, I'm also speaking of the 11. I'm speaking of, when we talking about 2, also talking about not just 2 itself. You know what I mean? So y'all got to understand that. On the 20th, like that there, such and such. When I speak on the 4th, it's the same way. I'm speaking like the 13th, such and such. But your sexual peak is that you like to express yourself in a sexual way. So for you, you got to feel the person. Like if you feel the first person vibe, you'll let them in. So if you ain't feeling them, you won't let them in. But once you're feeling them and you let them in, boy, the sexual will be the best, because you the best. Because you can feel the person, you can read their energy. You know what I'm saying? So your sexual art will be intuitive. You have a two-tip where you just know how to give sex. You're a master that. You're out of that. You're out of emotions. And so your sex will be very good, very loving. And so you'll be good at what you do. Because you're in tune with the spirit and the vibration of that person, so you know how to deal with that person. But you got to really feel that person first before you get in tune with them. As a number 4 and as a Cancer vibration, this is the 4th house. See what I'm saying? This is what they didn't tell you, beautiful people. I'm giving it to you now. Oh, you see how all these numbers correlates? Now you see. You know what I mean? You deal with the heart chakra. So as the number 4, you deal with the breast, the chest, the lungs, the heart, the arms. Because the heart operate with the arm and the hands. And so you might talk with your hands and stuff like that. As number 4 vibration, just like the number 7s. So you also deal with the sacral chakra, the water chakra, because the moon. So with that being said, you deal with the emotions. So you deal with the 6th sense, the mind. So with that being said, for you, it's all about truth and compassion. And if you don't live in your truth and your compassion, your soul won't be right. That's just definitely the number 4 is the number 7, because the Cancer is in both numbers, definitely. So with this being said, as the number 4s, your soul got to be right. It represents the heart, right? And so if you're not living the truth and you're not being compassionate and you're being cold, you got to balance yourself out and become compassionate and be all about the truth. You know what I mean? Because you're about universal love, because the 4 represents the heart, which is universal love. And so let your energy flow, because the 4 got Venus in it when to deal with the heart chakra. And so with that being said, so it's all about balance and harmony and truth and light. See what I'm saying? When it comes to you as a Cancer. And so as a Cancer moon, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Pink will be your color. Green will be your color. Because pink is the color of universal love. And green will be your color because it represents prosperity and wealth, because that's what you is, a material manifest. It represents abundance. Also, it deals with Venus, the heart chakra, which is the green energy, like the green light, you know what I mean, for fertility of birth and rebirth. And so you all about, you know, you want a home life. You want a family, you know what I mean? And you want to have kids, you know what I'm saying? And you're very protective of your kids. You're very loyal. You go out, you stand up strong. You'll die for your family, for people who you love in general. It could be friends or whoever. And your home is within yourself. So with this being said, it's all about growth with you, because that green represents two, and experiencing things. So once you bring that into harmony, you probably be one of the most powerful people on the face of this planet as a Cancer or who has the number 4 in their chart. And so that's just basically it. Who has the number 4, 13, 22, you know what I mean, 30, 31, you know what I mean, or number 40 as a life path. So this your attitude number, your soul number, your life path. This is you, because the energy is always the same. You to give, but also to receive, because you can be very generous and kind-hearted and don't want to receive. And for you to be acceptance of others, because this is what this vibration carry, being very acceptance and very loving, because the number 4s are very acceptance of people's ways, you know what I mean? So this is the 4th house. This represents the home, not only at home, but also comfortable like on the earth. So when you're at home on the earth, you can spread your love everywhere. You know what I mean? You're the one who tell everybody, I love you. Like that, when you're comfortable. When you're not comfortable, you're the one who stay away. You know what I mean? Or who could be snappish if somebody come at you. Very erotic ways. I don't even like to use the word erotic because they were eros. Eros was a homosexual, so I ain't going to say erotic. You got very sensual ways. It means you got a high sex drive, but you hold yours within yourself a lot. And so you might do a lot of masturbation and stuff like that as a Cancer. And so, but because you're in tune with yourself. You're so in tune with yourself, you deal with the hormone system. Because that's what the moon deals with. It deals with the hormone system, what produce energy. So that being said, because when you separate hormones, you got HOR. When you separate the MONE, so you got MONE, you take the E off, and you put the O in, you got moon. So with this being said, now you understand. So it's for you to visualize yourself maintaining order. It's all about order for you. Order and justice and truth. Because you love justice, you love order. You know what I mean? So you're on a humanitarian level. You like to see people doing good in the world in harmony. And so with things, the opposite of order is chaos. So for you to not be in chaos, because on your downside, you can be the one who bring destruction to the world. Because this number also deal with death as the number 4. So Cancer could be deadly. So that what people didn't, that what they didn't tell you. That's why, like, they say the Cancer and the FBI statistic is the most dangerous people who kill people. So with it being said, now you understand why. Because on a good side, Cancer could be the one bringing straight love and harmony to the world. On the bad side, it could be the most destructive people. And who we got as the Cancer, as your netters, we talking about Bassett. Bassett deal with the moon, you know what I mean? And we got Asar, Bassett, Asar. Can't forget about my art. We got my art, Bassett, Asar. Know what I mean? Even I said, because I said also the heart chakra too, compassion. I love the cosmic mother. So if Cancer is the cosmic mother, now you understand. You got I said in there, and I said is also my art, which bring the laws and rules to civilization. So Cancer set the foundation for this world. You know what I mean? This is what order deals with. So when they say the word order, you think of a Cancer. So certain words you say, you could think of the astrology sign, because that's all it is. You visualize the type of word that you want, because you're most likely to have that word, because you deal with manifestation. Because what you visualize, you manifest. You deal with the occult world, the spiritual world. The life force live within you as a Cancer and the number 4 vibration. And so your life goal is to think outside of the box and bring new ideas to the world, bring new stuff to the world. And it's all about your self-worth. You have a sense of belonging, finding and creating communities and helping people, nurture people, you know what I mean? Care for people, connect with others. And so your spirituality is healings, and healings of all forms, healings in all areas. I'm talking with any means, or even if you have to use tools. It could be through astrology, numerology. Either way, you have to heal somebody, help somebody. As Cancer, y'all make some of the greatest comedians in the world. Because y'all can feel, y'all can even picture yourself. Y'all make great writers because y'all can visualize it and y'all can feel yourself when you visualize and it feel real. So y'all make some of the greatest writers and storytellers and comedians in the world. Y'all got a great sense of humor. Very accurate when reading the human nature. Y'all always on point when reading the energy and the vibes of people, individual. And people like, wow, yes, y'all nasty psychic. When it speaks of psychic, it means the mind. But we speak of those who are psychic, who can read the energy of the consciousness or energy. like you can read the word of an individual, because energy is the word, energy is vibration, energy is colors, and so if you can read the aura of a color, that's psychic. You know what I mean? A vibe, and you can break them down. And they want to know, like, wow. You can read what you feel. You can read what you see. Moon child want to get in the spotlight. They want to have some type of fame. I ain't saying that they're so desperate like a Leo, but the moon child, that I mean, is definitely it. The moon child. So that being said, you are the one who influence and persuade people through emotions, and you good at it. Because we know that emotions of the heart is the biggest vibration and frequency of the universe. And that's what balances everything out and bring everything together. So you're practical, and you're emotional, and you're spiritual. You got all the elements it takes to win. All 4 elements. In the Mayans, I will be the number 4. In the Mayans astrology, I'm the number 4 when I did the calculator. Because they say you're stable. The same reading as I give you this number is the same in the Mayans. So what I want you to know, that numbers will always mean the same. No matter where you put it, it's always the same. The vibration is always the same. Just like the 4 pillars, right? You know what I mean? What they call it? The Deej in comedic culture. The Deej, which means stability, is like a pillar that hold up a building, or that hold up a house, like 4 corners of the house. You know what I mean? Same thing as the number 4. So think of a box. But it's for the number 4 to come out that box and spread his love everywhere. But they can go in that box when they don't feel comfortable. That's how you think of a number 4. So that being said, you know what I mean? Number 4 have all the elements it takes. So now we're going into the numerology 5. And so when we speak to the number 5, because you know number 4 is most likely the home life, all about the foundation. And so after you explore the all of that, number 5, you come to a Leo, the father. The father, which is Leo, when I'm speaking of you who are Leos and who are the number 5s, that I mean, because it's also identified with your spirit. You got a free spirit. That I mean, number 5 is all about themselves, confidence within themselves. And so you had a Leo spirit, you know what I mean? And so as the number 5, as the Leo, and anybody who have number 5s in their birthday charts, or as their attitude number, or as their soul number, or as their life path, this is you too. And when we talk about 5s, we talk about those who born on the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd, the 32nd, you know what I mean? It goes on and on like that. So with that being said, or the 41st, who had the life path 41, or life path 50, and go on and on. Who all got the number 5 numbers to add up to the number 5? This is your vibration and frequency. And so we speak of the number 5, you are definitely talkative. You know what I'm saying? You got the Mercury spirit where you can communicate. And so the number 5 represents Gemini and Virgo. And so we got Virgo and Gemini. You like to do research. You like to dissect. You want the facts. You know what I mean? And so you're the true seeker and the true speaker. You know what I mean? And you the type who don't believe everything somebody say. You know what I mean? Because it got to be proven. So as number 5, as the Leo, give you confidence, and you're strong, and you can be the wild child. A lot of 5s are very wild. You stay on the go. You know what I mean? Because number 5, also, the 5th month is Taurus, so you got Venus in you too. And so you love to have things. You feel things. You're sensual. Very sensual. You got a high sex drive where you like to feel things. And like a Libra like to visualize things, but we speaking of number 5 as a Taurus like to feel it. And so you definitely, you the type who loves sex. You like the number 3. You be out in the open with it. You wild with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all match with each other. As number 5, you know what I mean? Since you got Taurus in you, you know what I mean? You're a material manifester, but you got Mercury, which control you, and the Sun as Leo. Wow, you very powerful. You got a lot of energy. Your energy is fire. Then you got Mercury, which is air and earth. You know what I mean? And then you got Taurus, which is earth. And so with this being said, you like to feel. See, when you talk about a Leo confidence, a Leo like compliments. A Leo give compliments. A Leo is kind and generous and giving. A Leo is very charming. You know what I mean? That's that Venus spirit, like that Taurus. You know what I mean? A Leo can be self-centered. You know what I mean? All about them. and they're very bold. That's the lion, the sun spirit. They're very creative, and they invent things. So they make great pioneers. So we speak to the Leo, we talk to pioneers. You know what I mean? So as Leo, the sun, you know what I mean? Since this is your house, the fifth house, we talking about the fifth house. And in numerology, you'll be number one. You know what I mean? So you identify with a lot of number ones too. So we speak to the fifth house as a Leo. Would all identify with the number 5, which is Mercury in numerology, which is Virgo and Gemini. And since it's the fifth month is Taurus. And so you got all these elements that's a part of you, which is Venus, Mercury, the sun. Wow. So if you're not balanced, you could be inconsistent. If you're not balanced, you know what I mean, you can be superficial. If you're not balanced, you might not get the job done. That's the thing about your energy when you're not balanced, when you're not right. Because you're a free spirit, you like to stay on the go. You don't want to slow down. Like you might cook something, and then you done left the house, and the food's still cooking. You know what I mean? And then you say you're going to come back. You might go to the store and say you're going to come back. Then you're going somewhere else. Then you got to call if somebody stay with you and let them know that you've been cooking something and to cut down the food on the stove, to cut it down, to cut down the heat. And so this type of energy that you carry is number 5. You stay on the go, you stay on the move, you stay doing things, you multitask it, and sometimes it's hard for you to be trusted because them 5 deal with the mind. So this means that you're more mentally than anything. So as the fifth house, the number 5 vibration of Leo, when you take charge, you definitely a thinker. You think too much. Your thoughts flow the same way as how you move. You might move quickly, you might move. Sometimes you might be slow, because you might talk slow. That's the Taurus spirit, but you might think quickly. See what I'm saying? Or you might talk quickly and think slow. But anyway, for you, it's vice versa. You got to balance yourself out because you some area where you're all over the place. You like to explore things, and a lot of number 5s or Leos. You might not even be with the home life, but since you're a Leo, that I mean, you love to be in a loving family. You know what I mean? You love to be in a loving family, but you also can be out on your own. You know what I mean? It's according to you. But as a Leo, you do your own thing. You're very creative and very inventive. So you're naturally talkative. You're very focused. You're constantly social engaged. You're all about the movement and energy. You have to try new things, and you hate to repeat a task. And you could be fixed because you're a Leo. So that means you could be stubborn. And like I say, fixed don't mean that it's bad. It depends on what you fixed on. If you fix, because a lot of fixed signs, they like to do what work for them. So they be fixed on that level. And not to say that's bad, because if it worked for you, go for it. But you can be so fixed there, you don't want to listen to what nobody has to say. And you can miss out information. You know what I mean? And you wonder why you didn't know this, you didn't know that. Because you ain't heard what the person had to say. When you could have had all this knowledge. See what I'm saying? You could be fixing your thoughts, fixing your knowledge, say this is enough or whatever. You know what I mean? You don't care what nobody else got to say. But as a Leo, the sun, you're very creative, joyful. You definitely love people. You know what I mean? People in general. Because the sun love people. The sun spot the nation. So you definitely with aspiration. You definitely with aspiration. And so it's those who had a number 5. This is you too. You know what I mean? You definitely with aspiration. You love to inspire others. You know what I mean? You love people in general. So that's a good thing about you. So with that being said, you're very loving. You're very kind. And you're flexible. You know what I mean? You're flexible because we got a Virgo is a mutable sign. And we got but Taurus is a fixed sign, and Leo is a fixed sign. But Gemini is mutable, so you like half and half. It's up to you. Like sometimes you can be fixed, sometimes you can be mutable, adaptable. You know what I mean? So as a Leo, this is how you operate, which means you could be adaptable too, because it's the fifth house. Fifth house deal with people who are playful, communication. It deal with your children. It deal with your family. It deal with your creativity. It deal with your activities. So with that being said, and deal with your sexuality. So definitely, as a Leo, your sexuality is at the par. You're very playful. You like to have fun. You like to crack jokes. I mean, So slow down the plans too much and take some things serious. So with that being said, you got a great communication game. Connecting with people and networking is a part of who you are as a Leo. Communication and networking is part of your vibration. Because you're a free spirit, you don't like nothing to trap you and hold you back. And you like to fight for freedom, you know what I mean? You might be a freedom fighter, but you're a natural leader because you're a Leo. So that being said, a leadership position is good for you. You're selling, doing business, you're a great business person. You make a great salesperson. You got a good, smooth talk game. As a Leo, you're very charming. You know what I mean? You're very energetic. You're very bold as the lion spirit. You know what I mean? So with this being said, you're highly intelligent. You know what I mean? You definitely highly intuitive because the speed of Mercury, definitely. You know what I mean? Plus you got Taurus, so you're an empath where you can feel people's energy. You deal with the heart. So that being said, you also deal with the fifth chakra, which is the throat chakra, which is communication. You know what I mean? And so as a number 5 or a Leo, this is what you deal with, the heart and the fifth chakra. So with it being said, you are that lion. You're very strong. You know what I mean? And you got a quick intuition, a quick mind. So that's a good thing about you. You love excitement. You love fun. You're very curious. I mean, you're versatile. You know what I mean? But on the downside, you could be careless. Don't care what nobody think. You know what I mean? You could lack discipline. You could be inconsistent. You know what I mean? You could be more indulgent into sex and drugs and things of that nature. And so, as a Leo, you good with the public relations. You good as a magical one, the magician, because number 1 also represents Leo too. So, and also instructor, a scientist, a writer. You good in things of that nature. And so we talking about your psychic ability is telepathy, definitely, and also an empath, psychic empath. And you know what I'm saying? Because you can feel energy, and astral projection and things of that nature. And remote viewing, where you just know things from a distance, from all over the world. You can pick up on energy. Way from China and tell about this energy and know about this energy. Or probably can see it, you know what I mean? Or feel it, you know what I mean? Or something like that. When you meditate, you visualize yourself as the wind, you know what I mean? You visualize yourself as the wind soaking up energy. As you're sucking up energy and you're learning, you're teaching, and you're helping others reach their higher self, because you're all about inspiration. So for you to inspire others, so you visualize yourself inspiring others as the Leo the lion. And you're taking the lead, you're leading the country to something that's beautiful. And also you love beauty, so of all kinds. So and not only you love it, you like to feel it, you like to taste it. So you might like beautiful food. You deal with the senses, 5 senses as a Leo. You make a good spiritual leader, a person who interview people, and you deal good with the public relations, and you deal good with anything that's creative and anything that deal with expression. It could be through the arts or through music. You know what I mean? And your health problems deals with your heart, with your nervous system, with your lungs. So watch out for that. And you might be the one who stammer in your speech, who stutter in your speech, and your face might twitch, or you do to have injuries to your arm, your shoulders, and your hands. So watch out for that. And watch out for your throat. You know what I mean? So as a Leo the lion, now you understand. And it's also deal with you who are the number 5, who are number 5s in your chart, number 14, number 23, number 32, number 41, number 50 as a life path. So it don't matter if it's just your attitude number, your soul number, your birth number, or your life path number, it's still the same. The people who will be your good mates or partners, and what you can identify with is those who are born on the 1st, the 10th, the 5th, the 14th, the things of that nature, and also those who born on the 6th, the 15th, like that there, and so forth on. Well, really the 1s, the 5s, and the 6s, and you can do the rest. Like the rest of it, I mean, you know that it's the 10, you know that for the number 1, and so forth on, and number 5, the 14, the 23rd, and so forth on like that. And so people who are born in May, in June, September, October, and things of that nature will be good for you. And August. your sexual piece, how you enduring sex is anything, almost anything. You're adaptable to almost anything. You know, it's your ability to attract. You attract people. You're charming. So you very fun-loving. Fun-loving spirit all around as a Leo and number 5 vibration. You love to have fun, deal with creativity and fun. The 5th house, which deal with that too. So that being said, so you good with kids and stuff like that. You good with people in general. You know what I mean? You're all about life. Colors will be light and mixed. Any light colors or any mixed colors. And you're best at any time. It don't matter day and night. You are best. Your best time is any time, day or night. And your life goals is communication and networking, connecting with people and others, and trading or business and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And your life lesson is staying grounded and not be all in your thoughts or so spiritual where you don't be grounded. And mental balance is for you to stay focused and disciplined. Discipline is what you need because you're a wild child like the number 3. Because you got so much flowing through you. A lot of 5s is so wild. But as long as they balance, they're some of the best. An example of number 5 life path would be who? Malcolm X. So that being said, now you understand. When he was on the other side, he got into the pimp game or the sexual game. Now look at him now. Look at him when he changed, when he disciplined himself. Very powerful. So this is what you're here to do. And your spiritual gifts is that you can scan others and pick up their energies, emotions, and you can read people easily. You can read their emotions and their mind. You deal with the mind too, telepathic. So sometimes you might be on point where you can read somebody's thoughts. And so your natural rules that you vibe off will be Ma'at, it will be Tahuti, definitely, and Haru all together. So that being said, number 5 vibration and frequency, and many more. I'm just giving you a few. Remember now, you deal with writing. You deal with a language. You deal with childhood. You deal with knowledge. You deal with information because 5 is the number of the mind. You know what I mean? So you deal with memory. You deal with a sense of humor, laughing and joking and playing. And you deal with the intellect. You deal with hobbies. You deal with education, things of that nature. You know what I mean? But you can be the one who be nervous and make so many mistakes and so high-strung and very obsessed and indecisive. So be aware. The 5 deal with expression, deal with the free spirit and event. Just remember that you also can be a trickster. Because number 5 also deal with Mercury, which could be a person who know how to trick people out of things because you're on a faster vibration. So that's on the downside. But what you also got to remember, 5 deal with the consciousness, higher thoughts, the sound and vibration. And so be careful to what you listen to. Balance yourself out with the color blue, because blue identify with your vibration. You know what I mean? And frequency. The color yellow vibe with your energy and vibration. You know what I mean? Like that there and such. And especially, dark blue and also blue. So you deal with inspiration and healings on all levels. As long as you have a peace of mind and you calm and you raise your consciousness through meditation and stuff like that, because you deal with the 5th chakra. And so you communicate your truth, you speak your truth. Very passionate person and very ambitious, very determined, and you care for the home, and you're all about the relationship, and you're all about handling your business. And so when we did the number 5, you know what I'm saying, you love beauty in all forms, but your beauty come through your senses, your 5 senses. Your beauty come mostly through your senses. So you like to explore. You deal with experiment, you deal with exploring. So if you are the ones who are a Leo, you can identify with the number 5. And so if you're a Leo and you're born in the months of a Leo and you're born on the 5th, or you have number 5 as a life path, then this will intensify your energy, which means it amplify it up. It give you more energy that you're most likely to be that number 5 or that Leo. That I mean, so that's all it do, amplify. Anytime you got double numbers or double this, double that, it's going to put more energy into it, where it's going to happen, where it's going to really manifest itself. You know what I mean? It's just like turning up the heat on the stove. First it's low, you turn it up, put more fire to it, you know what I mean? So that's how it operates. Numbers in general and zodiacs. They didn't tell you that. Numerology 6 right here, we talking about the number 6. When you think of number 6, when you take the I out, you put the E in, you got sex. And sex is like what? When we have sex, it's spiritual harmony, spiritual love, right? So this deal with love, this deal with community, this deal with a nurturing spirit. also deals with Venus. And so we talking the sixth house now, so we talking about Virgo. So it ain't funny that Virgo got a V just like Venus, right? Right? And where's that V spot, that V go down, right? And so we talking about how the V go down. Where it go down at? We know that earth signs and water signs go down, which is the woman, right? And so this right here let you know what this is anyway. We talking sixth house Virgo.
This is part 2. Now we're going into part 3. Now we're going to the 6th house, the Numerology 6. Wow. Now go to the next video or audio and let's get it on.